As you can see, this is a special edition of Community Connections. I am currently at the Brian Cole Community Center, where the Minneapolis Police Department are having an active recruiting session to fill the gap of 200 officers that they need to help survey the wonderful Cedar Riverside area. Currently, they are hiring for officers as well as 911 dispatchers. The current request is only that you are an English speaker and that you have a high school diploma. So if you or someone you know is interested in becoming a police officer, please come down here while they're having this event and you can actively sign up. You can meet Interim Chief Amelia Huffman and you can meet Ward 6 Council Member Jamal Osman. This is going to be a pretty interesting event, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to some of the people that are signing up as well as some of the community members and hear what their issues are regarding this community. Stay tuned. I am here with Interim Chief Amelia Huffman, and she is here at the recruitment event to help navigate not only the influx of 911 dispatchers as well as the 250 officers that they need to currently help populate the force here. Can you talk to us a little bit about this event, but also your hope for the future with tapping into this specific community?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for the invitation to talk. These events are so much fun for us to do. We love having the opportunity to come out and meet folks in the community, talk to young people and some not so young people who are looking for a way to serve the city, who really feel passionately about making the city a better place, making it safer and more peaceful, and are looking for opportunities to do that. And both the police department and Minneapolis Emergency Communication 911 have a lot of opportunities for jobs right now. So folks who really have a passion for community service can think about this as one opportunity to serve their neighbors and their friends, their community. In the police department, as you mentioned, we certainly have seen a much higher level of attrition than we have in the past. So we're serving the city and providing public safety services with a much smaller number of officers. So that means fewer squad cars on the street, and sometimes an officer who isn't available to respond to community needs as quickly as we would want. It is really incredibly important for us to work with communities to identify those promising recruits who have a passion for service so that we can rebuild the strength of the department and we can provide those public safety services that we hear from every corner of the city that folks in Minneapolis want and need and deserve.
It seems like you've had a really warm reception from people that have been here participating in tonight's events. Are you going to attend any of the other events that they're going to have throughout the rest of the Twin Cities as they continue? We just spoke to Council Member Osman, and he was saying that they were hoping that potentially one could be at a mosque or maybe at an educational center to just start to pull more on the community to navigate this actual crisis we're in right now.
Yes, absolutely. I love coming out to these events. I'll be at another recruiting event on Saturday night. Hopefully we'll have a good turnout there too. The reception here tonight has been fantastic. It is always a pleasure to come to the Brian COYLE Center. Folks here are so passionate, they're so engaged, the community is so vital, and I know that we can really tap into a lot of folks who will be a great addition to the Minneapolis Police Department.
Talk to me about some of the benefits of joining the program.
Absolutely. We have a really incredible hiring pathway called Community Service Officer Program. For folks who are interested in joining the police department, all they have to have is a high school diploma or the equivalent, and they're eligible to apply to be a community service officer. Community service officers get paid to work part-time to full-time while they attend school, and the incredible benefit of this program is that we, the City of Minneapolis, pays the full cost of tuition and books for those community service officers to earn their 2-year criminal justice or law enforcement degree, which will make them eligible for peace officer licensing, and then they can join our recruit class and become a Minneapolis police officer. So it's an incredible opportunity for young people who are looking for a pathway into public service, who can benefit from that support for college tuition and books, and gives them an opportunity to build relationships and learn really valuable skills as part of the community service officer program while they're going to school. So I'm hopeful that we will get lots of applications. The job posting is open now and everyone can visit our website and apply.
Thank you so much for that information. I don't think people really knew that there was going to be the support of having the tuition paid as well as your books, which usually is a big barrier for a lot of people, specifically the migrant community here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge benefit, and it's really important for us in the Minneapolis Police Department to be recruiting throughout all of the diverse communities in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities. You know, we understand that it's important for our department to reflect the community that we serve, and this is one of the best vehicles that we have for recruiting young people from our Minneapolis communities, and we're looking forward to doing more of it in the future.
For those that have not gotten a chance to shake your hand or actually talk to you, are you going to be attending Open Streets that'll be taking place this Saturday on Broadway?
I will be attending Open Streets, so I hope to see everyone there.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time, Commissioner.
Thank you so much.
Well, we're really looking for more applicants to become a 911 call taker. We're really trying to get a very diverse staff that's more representative of the community of Minneapolis in general. So we're excited to be here, and we've got plenty of good applicants today. So we're excited.
Can you talk to me about the nature of the requirements? Because I know it's not a long list. It's pretty short to kind of begin this process.
You just need to fill out an application online. The one requirement we do have is you do have to be able to type 35 words a minute. And I also like to tell people you need a high school diploma or GED. It is kind of a lengthy hiring process. There's a background check and several tests you take, but I encourage everyone to stick with it. It's a really meaningful career, and I've been there 17 years and I love it.
How are you guys handling the influx of calls with the current shortage that you guys are experiencing with officers not being able to patrol as frequently or answer the nature of so many calls with the 200 officers currently missing?
We are doing our best to answer every 911 call as quickly as possible. We do have a minimum amount of staff that we're required to have to maintain those service levels. Unfortunately, people are sometimes having to wait for a police officer a little bit longer for non-emergent calls, but we're doing our best to triage and get them there as soon as we can.
If people are not able to make it down to this event today, how would they be able to find the application or more information to connect with you all to become a 911 dispatcher?
So you can apply online, the City of Minneapolis website. We have a continuous job posting for the 911 call taker position. So if you just go ahead and log on, you'll have to make an account, and then you can apply for any city job.
Thank you so much for your time, Jen.
Thank you.
Currently, I'm here with Joni, and she is the director of 911 Dispatch. Joni, can you talk to us about the event and the hope regarding some of this work here?
Well, this is so exciting to get out in the community and help bring community members into the position that's so important. We're truly the first responders. So the first person that you make contact with when you have something in crisis or an emergency of any type is one of us answering the phones. Right now, we are offering a $1,000 hiring bonus to get people in, and we're excited to bring in lots of new staff.
How did you guys come to the reckoning that it was time to start getting more dispatchers in that were able to speak multiple languages?
I think we've always wanted that. It's a little bit of a matter of how we are going to tie that in. Right now, we use language line services, but I think we have always wanted an opportunity to get multiple languages in there. Right now, we have some people that speak Spanish, and we had a couple of people that spoke Somali, but they've since left.
And what have you seen currently since you guys have been signing people up? How have you seen the numbers either fluctuate or decline, or are they staying the same?
Oh, the enthusiasm here is wonderful. It's been fantastic from the time we started here tonight, and everybody has been great to talk to. It sounds like they're excited to get involved in the community as well.
Has this been the only hiring event you all have had in this community, or are these happening? Have there been more outside of this prior to this? Are there going to be some after this? We're trying to navigate in case people are not able to make it down here today.
So this is the first one we've done in this community, and it's the first time we're really starting to get back out in the communities since COVID. And I can credit the commissioner with some of that. He's really brought the opportunities to us to say, get out there, get out in the public, work the community events. And so it's been a benefit to do that. I do know we're at Open Streets on Saturday.
So if you are not able to make it here, Open Streets on Saturday is happening over on Broadway, up and down Broadway for the greater part of most of Saturday afternoon, this coming Saturday, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And there will be more events probably in this community and in several other communities. And as we get more of those on our calendar, we'll make sure that the communities are updated on those.
Thank you for your time, Joni, and I hope this is a successful event and that we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I am currently here with Council Member Jamal Osman. He is here representing Ward 6. Jamal, can you kind of talk to us about the nature of this event and hopefully what the end result should be?
The nature of this event is that I realize that we cannot continue to complain. We have to be part of the solution. City of Minneapolis is short of officers. They're looking for over 250 officers. So I talked to our new commissioner, Dr. Cedric, and I say, you guys need to get out of the offices and come to the community and start recruiting. So today we had over close to 20 young East African, Oromo Somali, sign up to be part of the police. And to be a police, you don't, it's not just wearing a uniform. You can be a community officer, you can work 911 calls. There's so many ways to target the safety. So I'm really excited to this, and I will let my community know that we have to be part of the solution. This is our community, this is our country, we got to be part of the solution. So this is a wonderful event, and there will be more, inshallah, coming.
Now, we've talked a little bit about the nature of this event, but can you talk about some of the concerns that you've heard from your Ward 6 constituents that prompted you to kind of begin the work of trying to bridge the gap between the community as well as the Minneapolis Police Department?
Safety concerns, a lot of safety concerns. Since after George Floyd murder, there has been uptick for crimes. The police response is very delayed, and I understand that we have a very short staff police officers, and I would say that, with all those things, in the community, especially in the East African community, safety is very important. We're here in the first place, left our country for safety. And that's one of the calls that I have to answer. And I'm trying to find a solution, working with the city leadership, working with the community, and coming up with a solution.
Now, you talked about potential future events. What would that then look like? Would that be at an educational facility? Would that be at a mosque, perhaps? Something that would directly target the community in which you're trying to reach?
Yes, our community, it's hard for City of Minneapolis. Usually police, this is how they recruit. They put a flyer on a website and they expect people to come to them. That's not us. We have to go to the mosque, we have to go to the barbershops and restaurants. That's how our community usually get involved. So the next step might be the mosque. The next step might be the community center that we have to attend. And I would encourage, this is a really a career way. Growing up here, I grew up early 2000 here. There wasn't enough opportunity here. There has been a huge change in the culture, I believe, in the culture of police right now. They realize they need people that reflect the community. They need officers that reflect the community. Some kid from Iowa, right, used to get a job, but right now they're targeting you because you live in the community and this is your community. So,
for those that are unable to make it to this event or want to keep abreast as to the next upcoming event, how can they connect with you and or your team so that they can stay abreast about what's coming up?
My office, Ward 6 office, Jamal Usman, City of Minneapolis. We have Oromo speaking, Amharic speaking, Somali speaking in our office. We have all languages. And also they can always go to the city website. All the jobs are up there, all the opportunities are up there. And not just this, I want them to also be part of the city leadership. We want them to sit on board and become, come some kind of, if they want to participate, safety committee. We want them to be part of the board members and engage the community. There's a saying in Somali, put your bags down, you're here. You still pack the, put your suitcase down and start being part of the community. So really excited, and thanks everyone for coming today, and I will continue really engage in our community. When we have our own, we do better, and that's the way I see it. We have seen it historically, having East African officers. They feel comfortable, people feel comfortable speaking to them, drinking tea with them, laughing with them, but someone that does not speak your language, does not look like you, they still do the job for us, but it's better to have our own. So I'm encouraging young people especially, please get involved, please connect with us. Jamal Usman, City of Minneapolis, any website, you can find me anywhere. You can find the links here on OROMIA11. They usually do a good job by even promoting the city work. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, Councilman.
Thanks a lot.
If you are not up to date with your vaccinations, I'm going to say, please go get those. We still have some state sites operating, particularly right now at the Mall of America, operating, giving vaccinations. Please go get those. Go get those shots. Get up to date with your vaccinations, not only just for COVID, but also for any vaccinations, particularly for the little people that have been missed over this time.